Hello and welcome. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy, and this is the 95th, number 95 review of the Soda Pop playlist. And for this, we will be going to another, what I consider, mainstream product. And we're going to go with Coca-Cola Spiced. Why? Because I've heard bad things, basically. So, things that are like, sort of like even, yeah, it's all right, da-da-da, yeah, meh, stuff, middle of the road stuff. Sort of like, I'm interested in things that are like supposedly exceptionally good or things that people don't really like too much because I want to know why they don't like it too much. And now I'm about to find out. So the first surprise with this is that I'd had no idea, because I don't drink Coca-Cola products, what spiced was. And evidently this is spiced with, amongst other things, raspberry. So I didn't know there was a fruit aspect, so I'm sure this is going to throw me off even more than I had already thought I would be. Anyway, so this is a 20-ounce plastic bottle. We're going to take it over the desk, take a look at the labeling and the packaging. Yeah, this is the part of the video where I actually start having the first serious second thoughts. Anyway, what I've heard about this is, for the most part, been negative. I'm sure there are some people that absolutely rave about it, but I haven't seen them online. So we're going to take it over there now. This playlist and another review from it will pop up in the last 20 seconds of this video. Back in a second. And here we are with big corporate soda wanting you to do a little more work for them. So now they want you to recycle the bottle with the cap on it. You have a date code, which is May 13th, 24. That is a little bit interesting because I just bought this literally 3 days ago. So, thank you, Wawa. But, again, this probably won't, that won't matter with a product like this. I'm a 100% recycled bottle. So, first bad sign is the overt pandering and general, I'm 100% recycled bottle. Good for you, Coca-Cola. Okay, so Virtue Signaling Award goes to Raspberry Spiced Coke and Other Natural Flavors. 250 calories per bottle. Serving size is 1 bottle, and there is your nutritional information. 67 grams added sugar. This has 134% of your daily needs when it comes to added sugar. And then you have the fairly short ingredients list. Smart label code, the barcode, the recycling information, a number that you can call. Caffeine content at first looks really good at 54 milligrams, but keep in mind this isn't 12 ounces. This is a 20-ounce bottle. So that is that, and we're going to take it back up top, and I will tell you what I think. And we are back up top, and somehow, this glass is still fogged, which is sort of amazing because I brought it out thinking I was going to start the review and then realized that had raspberry on the side of it and then had to go look up the Coke website to make sure I hadn't bought the wrong spiced, which I didn't. This does come in zero. I've decided, since I hit you with a couple Dr. Pepper zeros, that I would do the regular product. So, with that, I'm a big fan of raspberry in general. And this does smell like there's raspberry in it. Not actual real ones, but I don't know I don't know if I'm a fan of this. We will see, though. It's going to be probably high fizz carbonation because it is a Coke product. And surprisingly, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. Wow, it's almost as strong off the larger... Okay, so I'm not quite... I am truly a big fan of raspberry in general, in most anything that it's in. That said, I don't know how that would go with cola. And the other natural flavors sort of has me wondering. But here we go anyway. I don't know if I like that smell. I mean, it's not like bad. It's just like super sweet smelling. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I like that, actually. I now see what people are saying. I now understand, which is the whole reason why I wanted to do this. It does have a heavy raspberry presence with something else that you can't quite put your finger on and you can't check the bottle for because it's the other natural flavors. It's not absolutely horrible, but at the same time, I don't know if it's worked out the way they wanted to. I hope this isn't the way they wanted it to work out, but I mean, they had to do testing beforehand, so somebody must have liked it. I'm a little surprised by the carbonation being. The carbonation seems much lower than American Coke products, like regular Coke. The bottle's cold. It was sealed. It was, it was refrigerated. I noticed it as soon as I poured it, though, that it didn't seem... There is a spice in the flavor. Not spice like hot spices. And it seems familiar. And it might have been a different product. Well, it would have been a different product, but it might have been more to people's liking if they had either gone with raspberry Coca-Cola or spiced Coca-Cola. But instead, they went spiced with raspberry. It's just, it's interesting, but not interesting to the point like, wow, this is really different and one of a kind interesting. It's not like Moxie, let me put it that way. All right? So, if you see it, this doesn't seem to be a limited edition. That's the other thing that I'm really surprised about this. Considering what I've heard people say, how they dislike it, Coca-Cola seems to be sticking with this. This seems to be like one of their regular line products. And it seems to be literally everywhere. Like around me, Wawas and supermarkets. I don't know if they sell anything outside of the bottles like this. I don't know if it comes in 2 liters, anything like that. It's just, I'm going to try it off the bottle. If they drop the raspberry, toned down the spice, and had more of a cola flavor, it might have worked. Or they had more of a cola flavor, dropped the spice, and had the raspberry, it might have worked. But the way this is, the spice aspect and a fruit aspect on top of cola, it's just sort of like Why? Like, it's like one of those like things where like they were sort of onto something, but then they started ruminating on it, and as they spun around and around and around with the idea, eventually they picked up speed and just flew off into the ether. And 2 months later, production began of Coca-Cola Spice. So I don't know. I do not know. It's not the worst thing I've ever tasted, soda-wise, but it's definitely not something like you got to be a person that wants to try everything at least once before I suggest that you go and check it out. It's definitely different. It's tolerable if you only have one bottle. But will you like it? I'm hesitant to suggest that. I mean, there'll be a percentage of people that do like it that see this video. But, I mean, it'll be a minority percentage. Okay? So this has been my review of Coca-Cola Spiced. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy. I do hope you all are well. As always, do take care of yourselves, and God bless.